Now that Phantasmal Flames has had time to settle in the format, we can take a look at even more decks that are coming out from this set. Decks that have been known of, as Japan have been playing these decks ever since they got their release of Inferno X. So we have known about these decks, but now we actually have time to play them, and one of these decks is actually a pretty decent roguish tier deck, that being Alakazam. Now this card wasn't released in Phantasmal Flames, this was released in Mega Evolution. And during that time it did see a little amount of play, but not to the extent that it has been seeing in the Phantasmal Flames format. So Alakazam is a 140 HP Psychic type Pokemon with the Psychic Draw ability that says once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can draw 3 cards. Pretty powerful ability. That isn't a hard once per turn, so if you evolve multiple Alakazams you can draw even more cards. And then it's attack powerful hand for a single Psychic Energy. Place 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each card in your hand. So you can kind of understand the game plan of this deck, and that is to draw as many cards as possible so you can deal a bunch of damage with Alakazam, and 2 damage counters per card is actually pretty decent. Like 10 cards in hand is 200 damage. You can kind of see the game plan that this deck is trying to achieve. And if I were to compare this deck to anything, I would say it's very similar in the lines of Conkeldurr, because you pretty much play a very similar type of draw engine, one of those key cards being the Dunsparce with Runaway Draw. Once during your turn you can draw 3 cards, and if you drew any cards you can shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into the deck, giving us an even better form of draw support, plus we can, attach anything onto it. For example, Enriching Energy, which is our A-spec of choice for this deck. When you attach it onto a Pokemon, you draw 4 cards, so you can attach it onto the Dunsparce, draw 4, then use the Dunsparce's ability to draw 3 more cards, drawing 7 in total, and then the Dunsparce shuffles itself and this card back into the deck so you don't lose it. But Alakazam's pre-evolution Kadabra also has a similar ability, Psychic Draw. Once during your turn when you place a Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you don't draw 3 cards, but you do draw 2 cards, which is pretty good. So you could evolve into some Kadabras, draw some cards, and then on your next turn evolve into Alakazams, draw even more cards, and then start attacking. And one card that immensely helps this deck from Phantasmal Flames is Dawn. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, a Stage 1 Pokemon, and a Stage 2 Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. So you could search for a multitude of different things. You could search for basics, such as like Fezandipity, to draw you even more cards if something was knocked out, or maybe get yourself a Dunsparce or an Abra. You can search for a Stage 1, which could be the Dunsparce or Kadabra to draw you more cards, and then you can search for a Stage 2, that being Alakazam, to draw even more cards and also get your main attack established. And in terms of the deck, that's pretty much the game plan really. You just want to draw a whole bunch of cards and then swing for a huge amount of damage based on how many cards are in your hand. In terms of the deck list, we are playing 1 Shaman for bench protection, we're playing a 4/4 free line of Alakazam, Fezandipity 4/4 Dunsparce to Dunsparce, Fan Rotom so we can easily get these out of the deck on our first turn, 4 Buddy Puffin, 2 Enhanced Hammer. This is pretty good into matchups like Dragapult, so we can get rid of Neo Whipper Energy. We can also get rid of anything like Luminous Energy, any decks that play that. For example, we can also get rid of stuff like Mist Energy, because that does stop us from actually using our attack, because it is an effect of an attack, which is one thing that this deck kind of does struggle with, is Pokemon that can't be affected by effects of attacks, or cards that stop effects of attacks, because Alakazam's attack doesn't do a flat out damage, it places damage counters because it's an effect of an attack. 2 Nest Ball, 3 Night Stretcher, 3 Rare Candy, 2 Wonder Patch. This is also new in Phantasmal Flames. Attach a basic Psychic Energy from your discard pile to a benched Pokemon. It's basically Dark Patch, but for Psychic Pokemon. You're also playing 3 Battle Cage. Prevent all damage counters from being placed on benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, by effects of attacks and abilities from your opponent's Pokemon. This stops a whole bunch of things, Dragapult, Dusknoir, Munkidori, all those problematic cards, so we can easily protect our stuff. It's also a reason why we're not playing Psyduck. And I just realised there is a Sneasel on the art of this card. 3 Boss's Order so we can bring up anything we need for an easy KO. 4 copies of Dawn because it's one of our main cards. 4 copies of Hilda, it's also one of our main cards, such as an Evolution and an Energy, so we can search for Dunsparce, Enriching Energy, and just draw a whole bunch of cards. 1 Tulip. This is kind of like Night Stretcher times 4, but for only Psychic Pokemon and Psychic Energy, so in case we need to get back some Alakazams or Energies and all that kind of stuff. Our A-Spec 1 Enriching Energy, Jet Energy in case we want to attack with something like Fan Rotom, and then 4 Psychic Energy. So I'm going to take this deck on to the ladder, play a couple of games with it, see how I do. This is my first time playing the deck, as always with these like new decks. So I might make some mistakes, I might make some misplays, but it is a learning experience. So with this deck, I'm not really sure if we want to go first or second. I do think we want to go first and get our hand established for a follow-up turn. Going second would be nice because we could use a supporter and all that kind of stuff. Again, I don't really know if going first or going second is good in this deck. We're not playing stuff like TM Evo, and even then TM Evo wouldn't really work because we have to evolve from the hand. Our opponent is going first. They've got a Charizard coin, Charizard sleeves. I think they might be playing Charizard. Just a hunch. But we will see. If they are playing Charizard, I'm not really sure how that matchup goes, because Charizard... well, Charizard one-hit KOs us anyway. I don't know why I'm thinking about Charizard doing double damage. Because we're weak to dark. But this hand is a bit meh, to be honest. They are playing Goldengo. Explains why they went first. So we need how many cards in hand to knock out a Goldengo? I think 13 cards, because yeah, that's 260. They're playing the Togekiss version. Lightning Energy, so they might be playing the Levencia, I think that's what the stadium's called. They might be playing that build. That does not help our hand situation. I'm going to bench this Abra. I'm going to Fan Call for 2, and we have prized 3 Dunsparce. I mean, I might as well get 3. Prized 3 Dunsparce. Wow. Okay then. I probably actually should have checked what else we have left in the deck, but like, that's very, very unlucky, I suppose. We only have 1 Dunsparce available to draw as cards. I would have liked to get double Dunsparce, 1 Dunsparce. Gonna see a Goldengo, gonna see a Cypher. So they can stack the deck and then coin bonus for those 2 cards. Don't really have a very established board presence, but I imagine that's why they've stacked the deck, so they can get stuff. So they are playing the Levencia build. They're not playing... okay, so they're not playing the Lunatone Solrock build, which I honestly think is, you know, the better version of the deck. If they don't bench anything else, then we could possibly go for a KO and just win. Huh. They are just not gonna bench anything else. Okay then. So I just need 13 cards in hand, and I need a rare candy mainly. I need a rare candy and a Psychic Energy is what I need. That doesn't help. I suppose we did Dunsparce and Runaway Draw. Okay, there's the rare candy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I use the rare candy and then I draw 3, so that's not enough. But if I get a supporter, I could possibly get more. It's all up in the air if we get it. Psychic Draw. Yes, I would like to use it. Huh? Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't read. Yeah, 100 HP. The Dunsparce doesn't have 100 HP, but we can draw more cards. I am going to nest for Fez. Draw 3 more. Okay, we get Hilda, so we can get the energy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This gets us... yeah, I think we win. Run away, draw 3 more. There's the energy. We attach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Yeah, I think this kills. 260. That was a very quick game. But yeah, I didn't read fan wrote on there. It can only get Pokemon with 100 HP. On to game 2. Sometimes the risky plays do pay off, because if we didn't get... I forgot what we got. Oh yeah, we got like double the Dunsparce off of those draws, so if we didn't get that, plus the nest, well, then we could have just drawn... No, because we shuffled the deck from using the nest. It's just like all stuff. Risky pays, play off. My opponent's going first. Might be Goldengo again. I mean, if we're going second, this hand is fine, I guess. It is Ceruledge. Okay, so Ceruledge, we need 14 cards in hand, because it has 280. And Ceruledge is a very fast-paced deck, so they are probably going to get set up incredibly quickly. Starting off with the Solrock and a Charcadet. Okay, they're playing 2 different Charcadets. They're probably playing this one just for that ability. So they searched for... I think they searched for 2 fires, or a fire and a fighting. They searched for 2 fighting. Okay, I'm gonna nest for Rotom, and I'm gonna fan call. Just get everything, because I need as many cards in hand as possible. I'll bench both of them, and I will Hilda. We will get a Jet Energy, and probably another Dunsparce. Yeah. I might as well just put down Battle Cage and just, like, deal a little bit of damage, I suppose, but, like, it's not a whole lot. It's something. I probably should have gotten an Abra, to be honest, but, like... They're not really doing a whole lot from the looks of it. Okay, so they attached a fire, so they still have 2 fighting in hand and 2 unknown cards. Don't know what those cards are. I see TCG Live is still doing the weird, like, glitched foiling on some of my cards. Pass over, okay. Evolve. Hilda. Or another one and Enriching. Evolve. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards here. Enriching. Draw 4. And then we are going to run away draw. No Abras. A little bit worrying. I'm going to run away draw. No Abras. This is a little bit worrying. Run away draw. Okay, we get an Abra. I'm gonna bench now. Got a very big hand. Very, very big hand. I'll just take the KO. They might have Fez. Because, like, a lot of people just don't put Fez down because they just want to keep it in hand for when something is KO'd. Remote up the Charcadet. Probably should, yeah, I probably should have gotten another Abra maybe. Attaching Fighting Energy. Just take for a Fire Energy and attach it to this Pokemon. What are they doing? Are they just that desperate for cards, or is this a bot? Rare Candy. Draw 3. I'm probably gonna not Hilda, Dawn, because I really need another Abra. Abra and the Dunsparce, because I can only get 2 here. Eventually Abra. And I actually don't have an energy, I just realised that. Assault Landing, I suppose? But the amount of cards I have in hand, a lot of them don't really do anything. Okay, there's Lunatone. A bit late. They are going to Knuckle Punch me. Interesting. Are they that desperate? Enhanced Hammer doesn't really do anything. I guess I can evolve into Kadabra? I kind of want to go after the Overcharge Cadet, to be honest. I mean, they're not really doing anything, so I'm kind of not bothered about anything. We'll just see what we draw for this Kadabra. Psychic Patch doesn't really mean anything. No, I'm going to Hilda, because I do need an energy. And then Salt Landing. This game's going very, very weirdly. It's like, are they trying to fill up the discard with stuff? Because they do have like a couple of energies, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They just conceded, okay then. See, I have no idea what they were trying to do there. On to the final game, and I'm choosing the coin flip. I'll choose heads, even though I normally choose tails. So I would kind of like this game to actually, like, something to happen. Do I want to go first? I'm going to say yes. So I would like this game to actually, like, progress instead of my opponent just, like, not really doing much, but then again, there's nothing you can really do about that. So hopefully something actually happens, and we actually have a progressive game. We'll have to see. First off, what are they playing? They've put down more than one Pokemon. We have Mega Kangaskhan. Okay, this is a pass. Because I'm not doing a whole lot. Probably should have gone second. Okay. How many we need? We need 15 cards in hand to knock out Kangaskhan and 14 to knock out Absol without HP boosts. Color of Darkness can be a bit annoying, but if we manage to get a pretty big hand, they're gonna have multiple choices of what to get rid of, and like any choice doesn't really do a whole lot. Just thinking about what they're searching here. Might be also prize checking. They're gonna go for the Petrant. They don't have the TM Energize set up unless they have a way to get into it. Just gonna be a pass. I'm gonna Dawn for Abra, the Dunsparce Kazam. Bench, Evolve. Guess I have to run away. I have to bench this so I don't die. I'm gonna put this down. And I literally have to bench that so I don't die next turn. That was probably an awful play. Again, first time playing the deck, I'm gonna make mistakes, so it's just what happens. Let's see, a Run Errand. Attach a Dark onto it. Are they gonna play anything else? Or is it gonna be another pass back because they don't really have anything going? There's the TM Energize. They're gonna use it. Onto what? I guess Monkey, but Battle Cage stops Monkey Dory. They're going to put one on Petra and one on Monkey Dory. I don't think they read Battle Cage. Or they just, I don't know, just don't know. Again, I think this is such a weird situation. Because I need to draw cards, and I can't draw cards. Well, I can draw cards, but I have to do this instead. Yeah, I think I probably should have gone second. Oh, there's a Psychic. I can do 30 damage. What's this weak to? Dark. Storm for an Abra. And a Dunsparce, even though I don't have... It's so weird. Where are my Poffins is my question. I need to get an Abra really, but I also want to draw quite a bit. I'm just going to get another Abra because I imagine this one's going to die. And I'll get a Kadabra. Do this. The thing is, they can move the damage off, but it just doesn't go onto anything, so I think they just heal it. Yeah, they take the damage off, and then, like, nothing happens. I'm going to attach onto this one, and then pass. Hopefully, I can get a rare candy or something. Okay, that's a problem, because now... because it's an effect of an attack, it does stop. It does stop Alakazam, so I do need to Enhancing Hammer that away. Which is also kind of good, because it means I have to waste another energy attachment next turn to get it powered up. Okay, that's, I mean, doesn't really matter, they're doing 200 anyway. They get one prize. I'm gonna move this up. And pray. Too little, too late. Jesus. Get rid of that. Bez. Okay, there's the rare candy. Can I get a KO here is the question. I need 15 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Dawn gets me an extra 2, except it doesn't. Because I'm pretty sure this is prized. But I can Enriching Energy. I'll get a dozen spells actually. Enriching. Draw 4. Right, what can I bench? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. I'll just get 2 more of these. So I have 16 cards in hand. That should be enough to KO. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And now I get Iono'd. I don't even know if this deck plays Iono, so I think my hand is kind of safe. And even if they use something like, what is, I forgot the name of it, a Mega Absol, like, they could, like, I guess Rare Candy would be the choice. They're gonna Petulant, okay. I'm fine with that, to be honest. Do they have bots? Get rid of my Fez. If they get rid of my Fez, I'm not bothered, because then they need 3 more KOs to win, and I just need 2. And I have more than enough cards in hand to KO anything, really. I can kind of see, like, if you don't play Hand Disruption, or a way to, like, minimize my hand down, you're kind of in a checkmate situation, which is very strong. Get Enriching on there. Okay. I just move up this, evolve it, and then I'm all good. Plus I can Wonder Patch and get two of them set up. Wonder Patch. I could actually get the energy back. Run away. Nice. Okay then. Move this up. Rare Candy. This one. Draw 3. I don't even need any more cards if I'm gonna be honest. Oh look, I can do it again. Yay. I love drawing cards. And then we run away draw. I have 8 cards left in deck. I also do need to evolve this. Draw more cards. How much damage is this doing actually? Wow, 500. So I have 23 cards in hand. I also do have my second enhanced hammer, so I can get rid of things. I have boss, so like it literally doesn't matter. Like it literally doesn't matter. All I need to do next turn is evolve, attach, boss, or enhanced hammer. It doesn't matter. There's the Blood Moon. I didn't even use Fez. I just realized I literally didn't even use Fez. Remote. Attach. Evolve. Sure, I'll draw 3. Enhanced. Powerful hand. GG. 620. I have 31 cards in hand. I have over half of my deck in my hand right now. That is crazy. So overall, Alakazam was a very, very fun deck. I really enjoyed this. Any deck that allows me to have half of my deck in my hand is very, very fun. When it goes off, it is very explosive. Like, you can just draw so many cards and just accelerate so much advantage into your hand, but that can also be a bit of a downside. We didn't see it in any of those free games, but something like Zerosic's Machinations, every Iono, could be very detrimental for this deck. You have such a huge hand, you go down to like 1 or 2 prize cards, you get Iono down to 2, and you might just not be able to come back into the game. Or with something like Zerosic's Machinations, you're going to have to discard almost every card in your hand until you have 3 left. But then those 3 that you keep, your opponent is going to know is good, and they're going to have to find another way to get rid of them. So while the deck is very explosive and very, very consistent when it goes off, being able to just draw through your entire deck in a couple of turns, hand disruption is one of the main weaknesses for this deck. Or any type of like hand manipulation in a way, again, stuff like Iono, stuff like Zerosic's Machinations, maybe even Mega Absol if they pick the right card out of your hand. Like, that could be a bit annoying. Like, if they got a Mega Absol established in that 3rd game and took out the rare candy, that would have heavily slowed me down because I needed that rare candy to get another Alakazam out. Because I believe the last one was prized. I'm not entirely certain. It might have been in the deck. But overall, this deck was very, very fun and interesting rogue deck. I'm not sure how well it's going to do in the current meta, because, again, I have to reiterate, we didn't see it there, but Iono is very bad, and Iono is a very stable card in quite a few decks in the format. So if you just draw a whole bunch, knock out your opponent's Pokemon, and then get Iono'd, that could put you in a very, very bad situation if you have no other cards that can like draw you back, or you don't draw anything that can like get you advantage or that kind of stuff. But for what the deck does, it is very powerful, and it does have those pretty annoying weaknesses. Another weakness, again, is stuff like Mist Energy, or any Pokemon that can protect themselves from this card. Like, I think Cornerstone Mask protects from it, because Cornerstone Mask can't be damaged by Pokemon with abilities, but I'm not sure if Powerful Hand counts as damage. It's placing damage counters. There's all these weird rulings and all these weird little interactions with this card that give it weaknesses but also give it advantages. But yeah, I did enjoy it. It was very, very fun, especially that last game. Again, I had 31 cards in my hand. That's just insane to think about. Going into the future, I think this deck is probably going to stick around for quite a while. I don't think anything in the deck rotates out next year. No, I can't really think of anything. I think everything in the deck has been printed within like the current like era. There might be some supporters that go, or like some random item cards that go. Nest Ball is one, but like Nest Ball is like not really that bad because you play stuff like Buddy Puffin, and even then you play 4 Ultra Ball and all that kind of stuff. Plus Dawn can just search you out of Fezandipity if you really need it. But in conclusion, this deck is very fun. Very fun rogue deck. I love rogue decks, and I love drawing lots of cards. I would highly recommend people pick up this deck. It's very fun. Very, very good deck. But again, it does have those glaring weaknesses against hand disruption, and also anything that stops damage from effects of attacks and all that kind of stuff is kind of a detriment to the deck. But next rotation, Iono rotates, so that's one thing that benefits the deck, I guess. So maybe it'll see play next rotation when Iono goes, because we're not going to have any other form of hand disruption except Cirrhosis Machinations, Unfair Stamp, and I guess just like other random niche little things like Eri, Mega Absol, or like any type of card like that. I'd thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Alakazam. Do you enjoy the deck? Have you recently picked up this deck? How do you think it's going to fare in our current format? All that type of nonsense. I also do apologise for the lack of uploads recently. I've been sick for like the past couple of weeks. I don't know if you can still hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit nasally, but I'm slowly getting better to the point where I can actually speak. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. And you watching this video, take care.